Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you're a channel subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. From the last time I posted a video till today, till right now, whenever you're watching this, at whatever time zone around the globe, because I believe that soon will be global and international. Yeah, small girl with big dreams. Yes. I just hope that whenever you're watching this video, that it will bless your heart, it will encourage you, it will uplift your spirit, that you will have fun watching me and listening to what I have to say today, and that you'll be entertained while being informed, that you'll get something out of watching this video rather. Yes. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It really supports my channel big time. Yeah, let's get into it. Also, before we do, trigger warning, we're talking about body shaming, as you can see in the title of the video. Leave a comment down below based on what you understand it is. If you know what it is, then have you experienced it? If yes, how was it? If you're comfortable sharing that. And yeah, let's just build a community that shares difficult conversations and difficult experiences, and hoping to learn something from sharing that. You might help a sister out, you might help a brother out, you never know. So get to typing, even as I make you understand that it is not my intention to trigger anybody, but maybe if this may lead you to self-harm, if it may lead you to like being in a dark place, you can just safely exit, and when you're in a better headspace, you can come back, watch, enjoy, and learn something from it. Yeah. So as usual, I did my assignment. I have the definitions, I have examples from life, whatever I've seen in other people's lives, what I have experienced myself, what I've seen in social media, and yeah, what the internet has to say about it. So it's all objective but also subjective. I get to tell you whether I experienced it and how it was for me, and all that, how you can rise above it if you have been a victim of body shaming, how you can come out of it. Yeah, and some affirmations that you can be declaring every now and then to reaffirm that self-love and to tell yourself that you are fully okay, just as you are, in the body that you are, in the skin tone that you are, just how you appear. You are okay and accepted just as you are, at least in this space. Your little big sister accepts you just as you are, and you are beautiful. You are beautiful, honey. Aggressive is way sad. Anyway, I have here in my laptop my talking points. So if you see me looking like this, don't worry, I got my eyes on you, just that I have to refer kidogo to get my facts right. You feel me? Yeah. So body shaming, or rather, let me put it just here on my laps. Body shaming, what is it? According to Google, it is the action or practice of mocking or stigmatizing someone by making critical comments about the shape, size, or appearance of their body. Yeah, the action or practice of mocking or stigmatizing someone excuse me, by making critical comments about their shape, their size, or how their body appears generally. So if you didn't have an idea, that is what you're talking about today. Body shaming, making someone feel shameful about their body, about how they look, making them have negative feelings about how they appear. That is body shaming. Nasty people body shame. I hope none of my lovely gang members body shame, but if you do, I also got you. Here we are healing, we are glowing, and we are growing. Yes. So how body shaming manifests, I'll just read through them and give examples from my personal experience and from life, what I have observed from life, because I don't want this video to be very long. Yeah, these are my thoughts. So it's not like just I researched term paper on sorry, I thought there was someone at the door. It's not that I've researched research paper on body shaming alafu nikawasomea tu like, yo, you can do that by yourself. This is K thoughts, what I have thought of, Google, my personal experience, Pinterest, all those other things. Like, it's a pool of resources of information, not just me, not just the internet, just everything, so you can rely on it. Yeah. So how body shaming manifests, this means like how you can identify that, yo, this is body shaming, how you can get to identify it in real life. Yes, with real life examples. Number one, how body shaming can manifest is through making mean comments about someone's body. Like, there are just some people who are out there to hurt others. Like, even if you feel negatively about how someone looks like, there's this quote that says that you shouldn't tell someone to change something about their appearance if they cannot change it in the next 10 minutes. Like, if they can't change it in 10 minutes, iwache. Mtu hawezi lose weight in 10 minutes. Mtu hawezi gain weight in 10 minutes. You can't change how your hair looks like in 10 minutes unless ni kitu kama kuchanua. Then you can tell the babe or the guy, yo, your hair is a bit unkempt. Ichanue vizuri. Maybe you have a comb. Maybe they have a comb. That is different. You're looking out for them. You want them to appear as neat and well groomed as possible. But if they can't change that thing that you want to comment about in 10 minutes, just shut up your mouth. You're talking like a rat. Yappa yappa. Just shut up. We don't need your unsolicited advice, yo. And that is one of the examples of how body shaming can manifest. But we'll get to that later. Right now, just keep your main comments to yourself. Don't tell someone like, hey, na tumbo yako inakaaje? Like, yo, hey, na umenona siku hizi. Kwani unakula kama watu wa mjengo, something like that. No bad feelings towards watu wa mjengo. They are strong people who help build our buildings, yeah? Kudos to them. So that is one of the ways that body shaming can manifest. Telling someone bad things about their body, like, yo, you're too skinny, you're too fat, or your stomach looks CGAJ, or you have spaghetti legs, or your arms are CG what. Like, just shut up. That is body shaming, and it will end up hurting someone and making them feel like a type of way about their body. They will feel shameful that they look like that. Yet, people don't choose the body types that they are born into. Of course, lifestyle and diet and how you take care of yourself comes into play. But people are going through difficult things that they don't express. And therefore, how they take care of themselves is up to them. If they don't want to work out, they have a reason. Not to say that, like, because it is standard truth that working out is healthy, you should go telling everyone who appears not okay to you that they should work out. Like, yo, you don't know how their life situation is. So just shut up. Yeah. Number 2 of how body shaming manifests itself is through fat phobia. Fat phobia is the fear and or dislike of obese people and or obesity. So basically, you're afraid of getting fat, being fat, or fat people. Like, it's like you're repulsed by fat people. And maybe you make it known by how you talk. You talk nasty about fat people. You tell them mean comments when you see a fat person. Or maybe in your preference of dating, you really like, unaongea tu vibaya about like fat people. Hata kama it's not your preference, that does not give you the liberty to talk crap about people who look that way. Yeah? So that will manifest in fat phobia. Body shaming can also manifest in making music. This is an unpopular opinion. I'ma just go ahead and say it. So, in my opinion, how body shaming can also manifest is through making music glorifying one type of body or one body type. For example, the very two famous songs by Nicki Minaj and Meghan Trainor. Not to bash them, they're amazing women, they're talented artists, but their songs just rub me the wrong way. So these songs, specifically the ones I've mentioned, they glorify the hourglass, the big booty, and big curvy women. And from my experience of being body shamed for being tiny, petite, or skinny or slim, how you would like to put it, it really rubs me the wrong way because it glorifies the fact that women should be curvy, all women should be curvy, that the ideal woman should be big and have a big booty. I got some big booty to myself, just a little bit, so I can brag about that because I like that aesthetic. Not to say that that is the best aesthetic, but what I'm trying to push across is that these songs glorify that is the way to go. All these other things, especially skinny bitches, no, because that's what they say in the video. That's what they say in their songs. You can go and look them up, but some of the lyrics that I don't like, you can see them here, from Anaconda and from All About That Bass. They really rub me the wrong way, and they're like, real women should be curvy because that's what men want. And Yeah, so I'm like, okay, what about us? You know? And yeah. Another example of how body shaming can manifest is through society socializing people to believe that certain genders are supposed to look a certain type of way. For example, real men are tall and muscular and buff, and real women are curvy with big boobs, etc. So just the example I was using of making songs glorifying certain types of body types, they sort of marry together these points. So, like, we've been made to believe by society, be it in the home, be it at school, be it with our peers, be it multimedia that we see growing up, and the images we're exposed to, they make us believe that men, real men, should look this type of way, with facial hair, with beard. You're manly, then you're womanly if you have some chunks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really wrong. You should embrace diversity, because the truth is we don't all look the same. We all have different preferences. Imagine if you all look the same, like, that will be boring. It will be boring, and we all don't like the same thing. So if you're all the same, like, yo, how will that work? God knew what he was doing. Stop trying to correct God. Yeah. So that's another example. And finally, my last example that I came up with is unsolicited advice. I mentioned this earlier. Yeah, unsolicited advice is advice that is unwelcome, unwanted, not asked for. Mostly unsolicited advice is one that is not asked for. Like, that's the major definition. Underline it, highlight it, so that you can really get to understand what it means. So under this, I was like, unsolicited advice on how to improve one's appearance specifically. For example, you should work out more, you need to eat more, and stuff like that. Like, you should walk more so that you get to lose weight and stuff like that. Like, just shut up. You don't know what the person is going through. You don't know if they're okay with how their body is. As long as you're healthy, anyone can look the way they want. Yeah? So just shut up. They don't want your advice. Yeah, my experience with body shaming. I was made fun for being skinny in primary school, especially by guys, and even one was my deskmate at some point. But anyway, I don't hold anything against those people. We were children, we were stupid, and we didn't know any better. But yeah, how come I was not going chongoring people about their bodies and you were? Says a lot about you. But anyway, I'm just being spicy. I'm okay, really. I don't have anything against them. But yeah, that's my experience. I've been tiny for most of my life. I was a chubby baby. But yeah, as you can see, still cute from day one. You know what it is. But yeah, after some years, from from like 6 years, I was tiny. Like, I was a healthy size, a healthy, like I was slim. I was healthily slim. Does that make sense? But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, niliitwa kijiti, nikaitwa sijui naweza bebwa na upepo nikikimbia. Like, yo, it's funny, but it really does get to the person. It hurts you. It makes you feel bad about yourself. At least that's what I experienced. It really hurt me, those comments. Na kuchongolewa, being made to feel like I'm not enough, like my body size is not okay, like it's not accepted, like boys prefer other body types. That, yeah, I knew I was pretty, and I knew that they were just being mean. But at some point, when like you're being made fun of for quite some time, like, it really does get to you, and you start questioning, like, hey, am I really as beautiful as I am told by my parents? Or am I really as beautiful as I think or I believe to be? Or are those people saying something that I'm not saying, that I'm not as pretty because I'm skinny and stuff like that? And actually, I'm really sorry. Like, we shouldn't use skinny, we should use slim. But yeah, vile tu nimezoea, but that's a more healthy word, a more body positive word is slim. So yeah, that's what I was experiencing. And then being told, kwani ukuli, kwani unamaliziwa chakula, and then your wrist, even my wrist up to now, like, I'm still tiny, I'm still petite, but I'm hot. But anyway, like watu wakipima wrist yako hivi, watu wakijaribu kupima waist yako with their hands, I'm like, yo, I know I'm tiny, but you don't have to measure me. Like, get over it. Like, yo, what are you doing? And yeah, so yeah, and I also like dreaded changing, like in the presence of other girls my age, because I felt like I was behind developmentally in terms of my physical changes and hitting puberty. Maybe I was a late bloomer in that area, but here, I was beating all of them. Yo, not to brag, but to brag. As you're there calling me Kijiti, I was index one. I was passing my exams. And yeah, I'm tall. Anyway, gosh, you can tell I'm really, really triggered, sort of, by this topic. But because it's so close to my heart, because I'm like, why? That is so unnecessary. You went out of your way to make someone feel bad about themselves. That says a lot about you, that you're hurting, you know? Hurting people hurt others. But anyway, right now, in hindsight, I can recognize that. But then I was just like, yo, you just don't like the way I look. So I'm still a confident person, I was, but sometimes it made me really self-conscious if I'm wearing like a tight trouser. People can see how tiny my thighs are and stuff. Maybe if you're changing and I'm saying like other babes have bigger boobs than me, and I'm like, God, this is what you gave me. But anyway, yeah, like right now I've learned to accept myself, and my future husband will accept me just as I am, wholeheartedly. Like every part of me he'll be in love with. Yes, amen. So that's my experience with body shaming. It doesn't seem like a lot, like I wasn't bullied per se, but still hurt my feelings. It still injured my self-esteem to a point. But yeah, I'm here, I'm still standing, and I love the way I look. Maybe do I want some improvements? Maybe, but for myself, not because of what other people have said, and for my health, you know, not because of like external influences. So like there's so many reasons, obvious reasons why body shaming is bad, but I will just like list them down for you, and maybe for ones that I see like are not so obvious, we'll get to like elaborate. Yeah, so why body shaming is bad is because it can injure someone's self-esteem. Like you make someone feel bad about how they look, you invalidate the compliments they were given by their parents by making them question, like, are they normal? Like, are they abnormal? Is there a flaw in how they look? And yeah, you know, could make someone question their self-worth. And then body shaming is also bad because it plants a seed of comparison. Because you're told, hey, you look like this, you are fat, or like you have stretch marks, you have cellulite, or you're skinny, or you have very big boobs at a young age, and so you're stigmatized because you seem to have matured faster. Because it can go both ways. I'm talking from like a skinny babe experience, sorry, from a slim babe experience, but I also know that big babes, big guys, big boys, all of that, like everyone can go through body shaming, no matter how you look, like no matter your race, your body type, your tribe, and whatnot. Not This is not to glorify the slim girls experience, but I can only talk from my viewpoint, and that is what I have shared with you today. But body shaming and its effects and its consequences and how it can manifest and to what type of people in a cut across everything. It does not pick a certain type of people from a certain estate, from a certain age, who look a certain type of way, because different cultures come to play. Like in the Western world, you're criticized for being big. In the African world, you're criticized for being tiny, because a long time ago, when you have food in your land, your many children, you're able to produce a lot of food, and therefore you're able to eat well, and therefore maybe it shows in how you manifest. But for some people like me who have a high metabolism rate, you still eat, even sometimes more than other people who are bigger than you, but it does not manifest in your body because it is digested way faster when it goes into your system rather than being stored as fat. So you appear smaller. So it cuts across everybody. So I don't want anybody, male or female, to feel like I'm just glorifying the slim babe experience. Yeah. So body shaming is also bad because it plants a set of comparison, because you're told, I unaka vibaya, kwa hivyo huwa jambiwa anakaa vibaya, I should be like them. Why am I not like them? They're better than me. Always comparing yourself, and that is very dangerous. Another reason why body shaming is bad is because it can lead to development of unhealthy ideologies such as fat phobia. I described fat phobia and what it is. So it really makes fat people, or people who are bigger or obese or overweight, feel bad about themselves. It's just like the only difference between you and them is that they have more, like the number on the scale is bigger for them, but that's the only difference. You don't need to go and hate on them, and therefore developing fat phobia will make you like treat them vibaya. It will make you discriminate them, treat them differently, preferential treatment, stuff like that, which is nothing that we need in this society. There's already so much segregation with race, tribe, with colorism, with classism, and then you're adding fat phobia. Yo, say no to it. Yeah. Another reason why body shaming is bad is that it generates a society that is not accepting of diversity, because this certain culture will say this is the ideal way to look, this is the ideal way to look, and then what about all these other different ways you can look, which is actually the reality of the situation, you know. Yeah. Body shaming is also bad because it can lead to mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, self-harm, and body dysmorphia. If you did not know, body dysmorphia is mental illness involving obsessive focus on a perceived low in appearance. Yeah, and that is very harmful. And there's nothing, it's usually very hard to tell someone who has body dysmorphia that they are beautiful, because they have internalized this negative view that they are not attractive, be it particularly their nose. Maybe in this COVID season they found refuge in wearing masks, because them thinking that their nose is ugly really got to them and they really hate it. So they developed body dysmorphia. So they use the mask literally as a mask to mask that flaw that they think they have. In reality, they may be beautiful, looking like a supermodel, but will they hear? No, until they get professional help to just get to like the root of where did that hate come from, where did that flaw in their perception of how their nose looks like, where did it come from? Did it stem from bullying? Did it stem from like body shaming? And body shaming can be a reason. That's why we have listed it under the list of mental illnesses that one can develop after you body shamed, or like when you're being body shamed, because it can happen once or like in a series of events, but it can also be something that goes on in your everyday life, you know. So just please be careful with your words. May your words be something that builds people up and not something that tears down, you know. Be your brother's keeper. And finally, body shaming is bad because it can lead to suicide. Someone can feel so bad about themselves, it ruins their life. They become severely depressed, that they feel like the only relief they can get from such a crappy life is killing themselves. So, like, don't take the things that you say lightly. Like, words can actually break your bones. Like, there's so much power in the tongue. So be careful in how you get to use it. But guess what? Good news, everybody, because there are affirmations you can declare over your life. Once again, the power of the tongue that can change your situation, yes? That you can declare every day, every week, every now and then. If you have been a victim of body shaming and it has affected your self-esteem and you're like, yo, Kisha, I don't know how I can see myself in a better light. But yeah, here you go. I got you, girl, because your little big sister has affirmations here that you can declare to wire down those negative beliefs, those schemas in your mind that were made when you're being made fun of, when you're being shamed, when you're being bullied. Because body shaming is wrong and we're here to rise above it. If you have been someone who body shames people, I have something here for you. And if you are someone who has been body shamed also, I have something for you. Because I recognize that sometimes we do it and we are not, we don't realize that actually we did it. But maybe right now, watching this video in hindsight, you're like, yo, I body shamed so and so. So what can I do to change it? Here's what you can do. Oh my days. Give me a minute. A minute. A minute. A minute. Yes. If you are someone who body shames people, think about why you do so. Why do you body shame? Is it based on your own self-loathing that you want others to also feel bad about themselves? Yeah? Hurting people hurt others, remember? Is it a behavior you learned from others? If so, why did you see it fit to model the same nasty behavior? So these are questions you can ponder on. You don't need to reply in the comment section, but just in your own quiet time as you reflect and spend time on your own. Maybe you're like, yo, I realized that I am a body shamer. I was. Think about these things. You get to the root cause of them, because this is how you get real change. Yes? Do you think it is a healthy behavior to body shame others? Would you like to be body shamed yourself? Like empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of that person unachongwa. Like, do you think they feel good? Like, why would you do that to another person, and you'll not like to experience the same yourself? So extend grace, extend empathy, and the next time you feel the urge to like talk crap about someone's body, remember that it will also feel crappy to be told that yourself. So be kind. Yeah. Finally, if you are someone who has body shamed before, ama who is a body shamer currently, meditate on the effects of body shaming, the one that you have just discussed, and ask yourself if that is what you wish upon a fellow human being. Yeah? If you have or are experiencing body shaming, sweetheart, lovely gang, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. It is crappy, but you cannot bleed on others. So maybe if you've been hurt and you've been body shamed, don't go body shaming other people, because that will help nobody. But sis, bro, listen to me. This is what you need to do and what you need to know. You are beautiful just as you are. Yes, girl. Yes, bro, with that flabby gut, with stretch marks, with being slim thick, with having the love handles, with having tiny legs. Like, you are beautiful just as you are. Yeah? Believe that today. Believe that always. Declare that over yourself when you're dressing, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, like when you're looking at your reflection. Tell yourself, Gap, whoever you are, Keisha, you are beautiful just as you are. Amen. Remember that always. Also, another affirmation you can declare over yourself. This is all gender inclusive. Doesn't matter if you're a babe, if you're a guy, you can still declare this, yeah? The second one is, there is no ideal body type, yeah? Every shape is beautiful. Real women are fat, they are thin, they are both, they are neither and otherwise. A beautiful quote by Honey Blanc. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but here's the quote. Real women are fat and thin and both and neither and otherwise. Yes? And very quickly, because my time is running out, another affirmation you can declare over yourself is, you don't need abs to be worthy. My guys, are you listening to me? Yeah, tutalala hiyo tumbo. It's our pillow. Yes, and men don't need muscles to be beautiful. You don't need them. You're perfect just as you are. And very, very handsome. Yes. The amount of facial hair does not define your manliness. If you don't want a beard, you don't have to keep it. You don't have to grow it. You're just as handsome. Okay, you are wholesome. And you are accepted just as you are. Yeah? Don't let your mind, finally, our takeaway, if you forget everything, if you learn nothing, learn this, go home with this, write this in your journal, share this, like let this stick in your medulla oblongata. Yeah, don't let your mind bully your body. Yes, don't let your mind bully your body. Yeah, so thank you so much. That is what I had for you today. I hope you have learned something. I hope that you get to practice those affirmations even if you have not experienced body shaming. They are beautiful, beautiful affirmations that you can declare over your body, over your life, over yourself, even just as a buffer against how mean the world can get. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. It really supports my channel. Thank you for getting till this far. See you in my next video.